Oh, yo, wish y'all luck now for sure. Why do I say I want to wish you all luck? Uh, the New York City is now mandating that you are to have not only proof of a vaccine, that they want to go to the digital passport to even get into the city, much less do anything in the city, like go to a restaurant or food, whatnot, so on and so forth. Um, he is trying to make it a mandate just to even go inside the city of New York City to have a digital passport saying that you got the vaccine. So when that starts, you know it's going to happen across the United States. It's going to take one, just like I said with the restaurants. The restaurants, I said, as soon as one does it, they're all going to start doing it. Now there's all sorts of people doing it. Walmart's. I told you Walmart's was going to start doing it. Fucking restaurants, all the shopping centers, everything else. They're all starting to fucking do it. They're doing it right now, all across the United States. I told you one was going to do it. They're all going to do it. As soon as he does it, guess what? It's going to be damn near impossible to travel in the United States at all, anywhere, because you're going to have a fucking passport just to go from state to state. If they're going to do it from town to town, they're damn well going to do it from state to state. So y'all best wake up, start seeing what's happening around you. Now, one thing I was really impressed with in DC on a video I watched yesterday, Big Nick, South Florida Accountability was the first one I seen put it out there. The Radical Reactor, and then so on and so forth. There's a black man that was arrested. He was in cuffs. I watched a white cop punch that black man like 13 times, counted 13 times in the face. Why he's in cuffs. The people on that street decided to fight back. They started throwing chairs, trash cans, you name it, whatever they could get on their hands at these cops. And I tell you what, when they realized them three cops realized they were outnumbered 3-1, 3-25, they were about to shit themselves, and you could see the fear on their face. They should that white cop should have never ever punched that black man in the face once he was in the cuffs. He wasn't doing anything wrong. He wasn't doing anything bad. And that cop sure the hell had no right to punch him in the face 13 fucking times. And I'm glad to see people are starting to fight back. That cop, even that stupid fucking corporal that punched that boy in the face uh, uh, 13 times, decided he was going to pull the gun on him, on them people fighting back for it. They didn't back down either. The cop put his gun away and decided better of his actions, which is probably pretty goddamn smart of him. He would have went from having a promotion for beating a black guy in the face, which we all know that's what they get when they beat black people up. It's promotions. They don't get demotions or thrown off the force. They get promoted, not demoted, or even gotten rid of. Unfortunately, but if he would have actually fired that gun at a crowd like that, he would have definitely been at least in prison for a couple of years. More than likely, not long. And the way they are fucking uh, given bullshit sentences for actions of the sorts anymore. We all know that as well. We've seen it time and time again. I also want to make a comment on a fucking retarded moron named Aswin, whose face stretches beautifully across the ladyboy's ass, I think. Best picture I've ever seen of the man. Uh, Trying to say I talk shit about Betsy Peeler and Spitting Cobra. Boy, no wonder you're sitting in a wheelchair. When you're putting out lies like that about people like me, uh, God don't take kindly to that, even that fucking that type of stupidity, boy. Just saying. Um, I've always talked good about Spitting Cobra. I've always talked good about Betsy Peeler. Even when Betsy Peeler was pissed off at me, what was it? Wanted to say about a year or so ago. She even told me she was never coming back to my channel at one point. I never talked bad at Betsy. Okay. I love Betsy Peeler like she's a sister. And that is the truth. So if you want to hear me talk bad about her, the only way you're going to do it is splice a dice a video together because I've never done it. My actions have proved louder than my words are speaking now. I have done nothing but talk good about Spitting Cobra as well. So, dude, you really need to get off the fucking crack pipe for real. Quit, quit smoking that tinfoil rod, man. You really, you go from how stupid you sounded about me being living in Monticello, Florida, uh, to the stupidity of now saying I talk shit about Betsy Peeler and Spitting Cobra. You're not a very bright dude. You're reaching for straws into outer space, dude. At least start reaching for straws back here on Earth before you start talking. Because you've done some really good drugs. It shows every time you open your mouth about me. Yep, I know you still live in Monticello, Florida. Oh, I got a picture of you sitting in a house at when you were down in Florida. Yeah, you went on my fucking goddamn uh, YouTube page, found an old video of me where I was sitting at a friend's house. Woo, you did good. Yeah, boy, oh boy, you did good. That's some investigating there, buddy. I'm still waiting on that damn emails, by the way, Auckland. Like I said, you get a reward. You send me that email of that fucking where them judges are saying I'm guilty of something after they found me not guilty. And same for you, Teresa. Since you seem to have the same bullshit, you were trying to run that shit over there in my chat the other day. So if you want to send me it, you might get a reward. And I promise you, because I have a lawsuit against them for just that, where they pronounced me not guilty in the court, and it's on the stenographer's records that I was pronounced not guilty in the courts. And if you got an actual public record stating that I was found guilty, you can send me the email after I get done suing them for that. I'll gladly give you a reward for finding that. You all know my email. It's newsnowtammylyn at gmail.com. Newsnowtammylyn at gmail.com. I'm waiting. Been waiting now since the first time you opened your mouth about it. I would think that you would want to become rich. Just saying. There. At least maybe put a little more money into fixing up that piece of shit thing you call a house down there in Louisiana. Or maybe put some rocket boosters on your wheelchair there, wheels. You can go from wheels to power wheels, just like Lady Dry Pants. And then you can go from having a service pig to having a service dog like your Lady Dry Pants, too. Just saying. Too soon. Stole that from Salty, by the way. He likes to steal my lines, so I'll steal his. I'm surprised that fucker ain't even here. But so there's your stupidity of Hawkwind, the moronic idiot. I'm still also waiting for the voodoo doll and the demon to come after me. Should be. I've been waiting on it. I don't know why it ain't coming after me. Uh-oh. I got a copper. Y'all go to. I coughed. Oh my God. Are y'all go to diagnose that too? Here, let me make it sound good for you. There you go. Diagnose that. Can you diagnose that for me? You two DMDs. Come on. Come on, YouTube doctors, diagnose it. I'm waiting on it. Come on. Write something. Say something. Come on. Don't just sit there and not say nothing. Y'all have a diagnosis for it, don't you? I don't want to die here. Come on, diagnose me. Or where's the psychologist that were diagnosing me the other day? They couldn't even diagnose if they got a scratch on their pinky or their big toe. Hey, Paul, what's up, buddy? Hope you're doing well. Hey, Paul, you ain't been porn bombing anybody when you've been on vacation again, have you? I still can't get over that. You were accused of foreign bombing while you weren't even here for 3 days. That was amazing, man. The stupidity and the screwed up thinking of them people. They're so screwed up. They're what even the UPK calls the sewer people. Okay, they let them out every once in a while because they don't want them to die from lack of having sunshine. Other than that, they're just straight up sewer people. They don't even like having them on their streams or in their fucking chats or anything. Oh yeah, Paul, I understand what you mean, man. I just thought that was fucking hilarious that you weren't even here and you were getting blamed. But then again, Betsy Keeler wasn't here, and she's getting blamed for it too. Betsy Keeler she even stated it, and she's taking a new medication, and it's keeping her off of YouTube. But then again, it's stupid, retarded lady that thinks a 12-year-old should fucking put a goddamn gun in his mouth to shoot himself. Disgusting, freaking nasty ass piece of shit. Uh, uh, you got to figure out where the source is coming from. Yeah, yeah, Paul. Just like last night. Get off, get off of YouTube. A friend of mine drops by and says, "Hey, got a girl I want you to meet." And I went out with her. But yet I went out with him, and we had like a double date thing going on. Him and his old lady, and the girl that he hooked me up with. And by the way, me and her's probably going to see each other again. That was great. So it was a good night last night. By the way, and I had a few drinks. Went to her place, enjoyed that there, and then came back. And no, we didn't even have sex. We talked. We didn't have sex or anything. We just enjoyed each other's company. First date, no, trying to get to know each other. And we plan on going out again here soon. But while I was out on my date, I was supposedly going around talking shit about freaking spitting Cobra and Betsy. I really love that. I come back from my date and I get like 20 emails uh, telling me that Hawkwind's talking about how I was talking bad about Betsy Peeler and spitting Cobra, and I wasn't even here to do it. So that was really good too. Just like he said, I lived in Florida still. Yeah, yeah, Paul. You're right. Yeah, she even porn bombed herself because she couldn't even figure. She either got so drunk or something, probably too drunk, to figure out how to go over and porn bomb someone that she wanted to porn bomb. So she winds up porn bombing herself. You're right, Paul. Yep. Yep. But that just shows you where their mentality is, Paul. You you got you got one, two, three scammers that sit over there on their channel, on their going from each other's channels. Let's see here. You got one guy that sits there and tells that it told its 12-year-old daughter to leave the bathroom with the door open while she pees so daddy can watch. And let's see here. What else do we got? We got an old woman that sits there and wishes that a 12-year-old kid would put a gun in his mouth and blow his and shoot it uh, to right in front of his grandpa. Let's think of the sources that that's coming from. Yeah, man. Hey, that's a big step for me, dude. I ain't had a date. Well, I've had dates, but not a second date in a little while. Let's put it that way, Paul. It's a good thing. I'm looking forward to this. And she ain't that bad looking of a woman, so definitely better than some I've seen here recently, like the old woman, uh, uh, that woman, Becca. Definitely better looking than those for sure. But then again, Hawkwind's ass pick that I just seen looks better than them anyway. So just saying. You know, Salty calls him the Namblin Man. I'm calling him that's the new and improved cum dumpster. Yeah, yeah, Paul. Yeah, the sealed case files, man. The sealed case files. Oh my God, the sealed case files. Don't don't don't. Wow. And then UPK. Let's speak about the UPK, the unpopular kids. Uh, they support every one of them people that I just named off. Scammers, people who have been noted to scam the community, people who say that kids should put guns in their mouths and shoot themselves. They support that. All that UPK people do. So, right. Yep, you're right, Paul. You're right on that. And then they make up these sealed case file shit that's been going around for years now. And, and no one can seem to find these sealed case files anywhere. It's about like them saying that I was found guilty and I keep begging them to send me their proof in my email. I'll make them rich after I get my fucking goddamn lawsuit done against the judges that said I was not guilty in their court. and they put it out in public record that I'm guilty. Because I sure in hell can't find it. I've looked everywhere for where they had put it out for public record saying that I was guilty. Because I'd like to have that so I can sue the piss out of them judges, and I'll make it worth their while. All they got to do is send me the proof in my email. Yeah, I put that out there now. What, 3 or 4 times, I believe, uh, asking them to do that, and I still ain't got it. Everybody knows my email, and if you don't, again, it's news now, Tammy Lynn at gmail.com. So please send me that. I'll get it to my lawyer. Oh, that's funny. Ooh, ooh, ah. You think a man that's in public housing would want to have some money? You know, just saying. Or a woman that lives in the house that she lives in would want some extra money. Just saying. And by the way, that woman, you would think you would be growing something other than dirt in your yard if you were making the money you said you were making. You rich, rich bitch. Woo-wee. Or is it that slimy green shit that rolls out of your legs? Is that just killing off the grass too quick for you to grow anything other than dirt? There again, I got gross again. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to gross people out. Yeah, I did. Well, Paul, I hate to tell you, she was the one who fucking brought it out to begin with, Paul. See she brought that out, got everybody else speaking about it, and now she's denouncing it. You see how that works, Paul? She brought that out. What? Fucking probably shortly after Salty left Discord for the last time. Now she's discrediting it when everybody's done forgot about it. She knows how to play that game. She's been watching how the fucking goddamn mainstream media does it for years, and has done it for years. Yeah, Paul. They went after people like NC Tyrant Hunter, who did get fooled by the colonel. Okay. A lot of people got fooled by the colonel. Okay. They went after him like a ton of shit, treated him like a piece of shit when they found out what the colonel was all about. But yet they know what fucking goddamn Storm Hunter's all about. And he even tried to pin a lie onto one person. I'm sorry. If they did not want to do that, no one was at their fucking house putting a goddamn gun to their head and telling them they had to do it. Okay, one. Two, the word no is easily said. No, 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 no. That's how easy the word no is to be said. So are you telling me you are so easily manipulated, one person across the United States of America from you can come to you and say, you're going to do this and not have a gun, not have a weapon, or not have anything? Mr. Big Billy Badass fucking goddamn fucking Storm Hunter. Mr. Billy Badass himself, he gonna go everywhere in the United States and beat everybody up. Gonna kick their ass and gonna slit their throats, gonna do whatever he says he's gonna do at the time. Couldn't tell one woman no. Wow. So which is it, Storm? Are you Billy Badass or the chicken shit of the South? So you fucking lied your goddamn ass off trying to blame one person. Okay. I do know that that PayPal was supposed to be going to your wife, and your wife even said so in the 9 hour goddamn video while she was up there whining and crying. And boo! I can't believe you did this to me. You made it with all of us, everybody. My my man just died. I really need help with getting diapers and formula for my kids. And then even had this fucking retarded reject, whoever he was, in my chat saying he gonna pray for my soul that I would because I did what I did and tried to keep her from getting money to help her from the kids because the church just don't have the money to help them. That's all in that 9 hour video. Uh, she seemed to be trying to convince somebody for some reason. And if that money was going all the way across the United States and not in her pocket, then why the fuck would she be up on a panel go, boo, and getting other people involved, lying their ass off as well, saying they're from the church and everything else? Pray for my soul for being so evil as to do what I was doing. There you go, Paul. Going to make me believe Mr. Billy Badass himself couldn't tell one woman that lives all the way across the United States from him had such authority over them as to play that fucking bullshit scam just so she could get money in her pocket and not them. So there's your fucking lie, people. Easily figured out, easily thought. Either that or fucking Storm Hunter's the biggest pussy to ever be on YouTube. It's one of the two. If he can't tell her to no, we ain't gonna do this, then he's the biggest fucking pussy that ever walked on Earth and been on YouTube talking and running his shit. So the only two ways to explain it. The only two ways to explain it. So which is it, Storm Hunter? I know you're watching. So which is it? You the biggest pussy on YouTube that's ever ran his mouth on YouTube? I mean, if you let that happen to you, you're worse than Emo Hallingwood. Just saying, Storm. That's sad. You're worse than Emo Hallingwood on being a fucking pussy. At least Emo admits to wearing diapers. Come on. Operator standing by. That's funny, Paul. So you see, so which is it? Were you scamming, or are you worse than Emo Howling? Because to me, Mr. Billy Badass Storm Hunter just got exposed either way. You got your dick hanging out in the wind there, buddy. What little bit of one you might have left after your wife cut it off and bronzed it and put it on herself. At least she's got more balls than you. So, which is it there, boy? Are you more of a coward than Emo Howling Wolf, who wears diapers and admits to wearing diapers? At least you got that. Or are you a scammer? Because if you can't tell one woman, no, we ain't doing this, we ain't scamming the community, we ain't going to do this, Mr. Billy Badass fucking Storm Hunter, the coward of the South. If you can't tell one woman, no, we ain't scamming the community, then that's exactly what it made you. The fucking coward of the South. I don't know, Paul. That's an interesting question. Oh, I coughed again. You better fucking diagnose it, people. Diagnose it. I'm dying. I'm dying right now. I'm coughing. Diagnose that motherfucker. I might have popcorn lung. I might have I might have nodules on my freaking little sacs in my lungs, Something. You never know. Come on, give me something here. Diagnose that cough, motherfucker. They might throw him $1 or two, Paul. They might throw him $1 or two. So I still would like to know that answer from Storm Hunter. Is he Mr. Billy Badass that couldn't tell a woman no, we ain't scamming the community, which makes him worse than Emo Hallingwolf? Or is he just flat out tried to scam the community and got money out of the community doing so? Because that wasn't the first time they used that fucking uh I need diapers and I need formula for my kids. They did it about the first within the first 2 weeks of them coming in the community. I understand that, Paul. I understand that. I wonder how much they give for a woman that's got bronze nuts that she cut off of her dead husband that came to life. That's the one. That's the scenario I want. The eunuch and the wife with nuts. I can see this. I can see the show now. So if you just use your common sense when you hear that fucking lie where they tried to blame one person and it's only one person's fault, and then you listen to him, I'm Mr. Billy Badass. I'm gonna come to your house. I'm coming to Rochester. I'm coming to California. I'm coming to wherever. I'm gonna beat your fucking door in and I'm gonna kick your ass. Mr. Billy Badass couldn't tell one woman that's half the country away from him. No, god damn. Really, really need to think this shit through when you start talking shit and believing this shit. You know, it don't take anybody any time to think that out when they try to fucking blame one person. They are the ones that thought of the scam. They are the ones who enacted the scam. They were the ones who got the money from the scam. The first time they did it, falling bum junkie even fucking tried to do a bit, all sorts of fundraising for them. And now he's over there sucking turds out their ass a mile long and lying. That's the only reason I started calling him falling bum junkie because he compromised himself. I would have backed him to the hilt and went to the grave, defended him if he wouldn't have lied and said he didn't do it when he did do it. Now I'm just exposing him as big of a scammer as they are. And people need to know what these scammers are before they start trying to scam the community again, which they tried to do so they could get a payment done for his $65,000 truck, Ford Raptor truck. Yeah, that's probably about right, Paul. That's probably about right. I think what it is, here's the scenario that runs in my mind about him is why he's on YouTube and he's yelling and screaming, he's coming to people's houses and he's gonna kill them and he's gonna beat them up and he's gonna kick the doors in and all that. It gets him really hard. Okay. And then when he goes and looks in the mirror and realizes his really hard on is actually on his wife, that's when he starts getting insecure and starts calling the cops. Uh, there you go, Paul. There you go. Most likely, Paul. Most likely. Most likely. So, Mr. Uh, Nutless Man, first of all I can say is shit or get off the pot. If you're going to come to Rochester, do it. I'll meet you at the McDonald's just up the way from my house on High Falls in Clinton. And we can get it on. We'll meet right there, no problem. But I guarantee you ain't coming. I guarantee you I'll be sitting there waiting on you for an awful long time. And if you happen to whoop my ass, which I find extremely doubtful, but if you do, wouldn't be the first time I had my ass whooped. Just saying. But you better hurry up and do it, being that they're going to be making passports to where you're going to be able to have to get in, have to use to get in from state to state. At least here in New York, they're already talking about making a passport where you can have to have it to get into New York City. Just saying. I agree with you on that, Paul. So here's my suggestion, store there, Stormy boy. I should say Stormy gal. Um, get a hold of Peanut. Get a hold of Teresa. Ask them to send you money. Make sure you don't scam them when you do. And come on up here to New York, to Rochester. Go to the McDonald's at High Falls and Clinton. Let me know when you'll be there. And I'll make sure I'm there. It's only 4 blocks from me. You see my limping ass coming up there. You might have a chance to whoop my ass because I got a fucking bummed up leg, buddy. Might have a half chance. Just saying. Got a bummed up leg. Right now, it looks like I got a basketball under my knee. Right now, so you might have half a chance, bud. A half a chance. You see, so the time's right for you to try to come beat me up. They haven't enacted the passport yet. They they and I got a bummed up leg. So oh, I would gladly, Paul. I would gladly. And the only reason I said I'd meet you at the McDonald's there is because I don't want him coming out here on the street that I live on. Because he wouldn't definitely, I hate to say, because on the street, he would not walk away from this street when he started running his fucking mouth on the street. So I'll meet him 4 blocks away. That he'd probably be bending over, pulling his butt cheeks apart, and saying, "Please, please don't hurt me. I'll be your bitch. I'll be your bitch. I have no nuts. My wife owns my nuts. She wears them on her." At least the Nambling man has nuts, even though it's his chin. He at least has nuts. Oh, that's someone else's nuts. I forgot he's being teabagged. The new cum dumpster doll. So, yeah, there you go, Paul. Yeah, Sam Kinison was a riot. I loved him. Yeah, I remember that routine. You're right, that was a riot. So, there's my suggestions, people. But going back, I am going to go back to the serious part of this. Right now, they're talking about uh, having medical passport uh, to where you could go into. You got to have it on an app. Okay. Now think about this. You're going to put your information, your medical information, on an app that anybody could have access to. Okay. And give permission for that app to research any of your other medical conditions as well. Okay. How smart is that? There are no rules stating that an app cannot share your medical background with anybody else. There's no laws stating they can't. or anything else. So they're asking you to upload your personal medical info and give the app access to the rest of your personal medical info. Okay. So you can prove if you had the COVID shot or not. And that's just to go to a restaurant, to go to McDonald's, go to whatever in New York City. But Mayor de Blasio also is trying to get it to where to all access to New York City, you will have to show it to come into the city itself. Okay. That's digital surveillance at the highest. Okay. Good luck, people. That's what I'm saying. Good luck. Oh, I know, Paul. I know. Because because right now uh uh fucking Biden and his administration are already talking about enacting mandates as well. Hey there, CFW. Anybody come on up. Um, I can't stay on past 8:30 though. I got an appointment I need to go get ready to go to at 8:30. So just fair warning. But so this is stuff that people should truly be concerning themselves with, in my opinion, when you start reading and seeing such things happening. You know, really pretty interesting and scary, if you ask me. Uh, when they start talking about doing stuff like that. Well, the next step is you just to travel anywhere in the United States from state to state. You're going to have that medical passport, even in your car, so on and so forth. Yep, yep. I saw that, Paul. I told you, I told you before school started, before this, that we'll see a quote unquote uptick in this. Guess what? We're there. You go. It might become the other way around too. CFW might just become the other way around. I seeing a lot of people starting to buck up against these mandates and bullshit, telling them where to stick their fucking unapproved shots and everything. There's quite a few, yeah, but the thing is, what you're missing there, CFW, it's the cowards, chicken shit people that believe in the mask. Just saying. The cowards and the sheep that believe in the mask, not the ones that ain't scared, not the ones that ain't, or let's see here, let me reword that. The ones that aren't believing in a mask are not cowards. They ain't, they ain't afraid to live their life, so on and so forth. So you got the many of people that are cowards versus the non-cowards. Just saying. They're cowards, CFW, versus the non-cowards. I'm sorry. You step towards a coward runs, even in big groups. You ever seen, think of it just like a sheep herd, CFW. Think of it just like a sheep herd. You got that one main guy, the you, okay, that's gonna sit there and fucking challenge you and keep all the rest of the flock behind you. And then when you step towards him and he breaks and run, guess what? The rest of the herd breaks and runs. You're correct, Paul. As a matter of fact, that's very much like what they did during World War II. The Germans did to stop people from going to and fro in their country and to stop the Jews from getting to and from, so on and so forth. They had to show papers, just like they're wanting you to download an app that anybody and everybody will have the ability to fucking to see. You cannot tell me that app's going to be more secure than government's own facilities. And we know that here lately, several government owned facilities have been hacked, okay, and taken down. Okay. So you got, so what type of security will that have? Anybody and anybody who wants your fucking you want your medical will be able to get it. Actually, there's several people that I associate that don't hold that same similar view as far as the sheep look into it. Lot of a lot of people don't share that view. Outnumbered, yes, Carolina and Fort Worth, yes, but you're outnumbered by sheep. Okay, and I have sat there and walked up to a flock of sheep. Okay, trying to get one out of that herd. so it could be sheared. And the ewe freaking stood up to me. All the other sheep were going blah 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 blah, blah, just like people. And oh, you gotta blah 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 blah. But as soon as I knocked that dang that ewe in the head, and he realized I wasn't scared of him, and he broke and run. I was able to get the sheep, the one I needed, out of the herd and fucking take it right up there and get it sheared. Okay, you got one person that's running them, and then they fucking you get rid of that one, well, however you do it. Guess what? The blah 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 goes running too. I am not scared to be outnumbered by a bunch of cowards. And that's what the people with the mask, what the people wanting you to get this shot are cowards. Sheep. Like I said, the day they put that shot in me will be the day I die. Because, and then they're going to have to put it in my dead body. That's a promise. But the biggest thing they're going to have a problem with is probably was I hit them woods finding me. They won't care about me. Let's put it that way. I'll be I'll be gone. Well, I didn't have, it's great to have the extra money, CFW. It is. Don't, don't think it ain't. Okay. Uh, it's great to finally get some medical attention that was needed. Okay. I lived 44 years without it. I guess they decided to do that. I'd have to go till my dying day without it. That's the way I see it. I know how to get food. I know how to make food. I know what food is out there. No, no. I don't believe it's entitled interesting. Paul, give me time. Hey, time. I'll find it, or ask Salty for the link because I left the link on his one video that he did a while back. Um, and so if you get a chance to talk to Salty, to ask him to get the link off of that, and and it'd probably be quicker that way, Paul. Just to let you know. But no, anything that says interesting on it, that's too new. Let's put it that way. It's way too new. You're going to want to find one that is more than a couple months old. Let's put it that way. My stupidity didn't put the link in a folder. So I apologize to you for that. But I'll probably be back after I get done with my appointment too, and I'll go live again. Um, uh, Things like that. Know it when you hear it for sure. Uh, well, it was shortly after. It was shortly after Storm Hunter supposedly died, Paul. So how long ago was that? Probably about a half a year ago, maybe or longer. Yeah, yeah. And look for the 6 hour one too. Got a 9 hour one and a 6.5 hour one. Where it was where they were on there, and I even proved the get it proved that the 9 hour one was where I proved that the pictures of the funeral were fake. Okay. Well, actually, Paul, uh, I have more 9 hour videos than you think, dude. Just saying, or even more than 9 hours. But yeah, you can find them. You'll know them as soon as you hear them. Okay. When you get into them a little ways, you'll know it because you'll start hearing the cussing, ranting, raving bullshit. And there's also a 6 hour one too, with the same people. So you know. Oh. But yeah, I need to get going too. I need to CFW appreciate you talking, hun. Things like that. Uh, Paul, you have a good day too. Um, I need to get going too. I got an appointment I need to get ready to go for. And you all try to have a good morning. Again, use your brain about the storm hunter thing and when he's trying to blame just one person for his actions and his wife's actions and a guy supposedly from the church's actions. All right, guys, I'm out. You all, for now, I'll probably come back later. You all have a good day. I am out.